everyone. Welcome to Straight For You, where we're giving you straightforward dialogue with an open mind. I am your host, Ms. Black Diamond, along with my co-host who is back, y'all.
What's going on? On God, it's DJ Remedy.
Hey, Remedy is back, y'all. Hey, welcome back. So what's been good with you?
Everything. Life, business,
Okay.
God,
Yes.
relationship, love,
Okay.
peace,
Okay.
everything.
Everything in a positive end.
Positive way.
That's what I love to hear.
Always positivity.
Okay.
How about you? How everything been going with you, man?
You know, I have to admit everything's been on the up and up.
That's good.
You know, just
That's
making
good.
sure everything is stable within my life and my spirit.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, you have to have a stable mind as much as possible because, you know,
Got
this
to.
world is very chaotic.
Yeah, well,
at
it
the
should
end
go
of the
crazy around here.
And in some points that you all might kind of be on the cusp
Yeah, exactly.
of being going crazy in this world. But at the end of the day,
Not that close.
this close, you know,
This
so
close.
like you can really.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I am blessed.
Yeah.
At the end of the
It's
day,
always good to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah, very positive.
So in the meantime, between time, I appreciate you coming back.
I appreciate you for having me back.
Yes.
It's been good. You know, I'm
Yes.
glad to be back.
People need to see you and know who you are, but we will definitely get into that later on. But in the
Okay.
meantime, between time, we're gonna get into this Straight For You topic, y'all.
Yeah.
So today's Straight For You topic is being a man's peace.
Peace be still.
You know, because at the end of the day, we all seen these little snippets of memes or, you know,
Yeah.
videos about being a man's peace.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. What's your thoughts on this being a man's peace?
When I think about that, when I get off work, just ask me how my day is. I don't want to come in the house to
Yeah.
ask me how my day is. Have some bad water running for me or something like that. I'm from Chicago already. I don't need all the extra negativity. I need some peace in my life.
Okay.
You know, that's how it's supposed to be.
So your peace is more so the sanctuary of it all.
Yes.
When you come into your sanctuary,
Yes.
you don't want the chaos and confusion.
Yeah, because you've already dealt with that, you know what I'm saying, in the outside world. So you don't want to pull up to the house and come in the house and deal with that. You know, you want to come into some, hey, baby, how your day was? Or, you know, how you feeling? How was, you know, what happened today? You know, you just, you know, hug me, kiss on me, love on me. You know, I
Okay.
don't want to come in with all that extraness.
Okay.
We
and
can
I
say that
respect
for the next day or tomorrow, the weekend or something.
How not have it at all?
Well, yeah,
to a
praise
certain
God,
degree,
praise
because
God,
again,
yeah.
you just mentioned as far as the sanctuary
Yeah,
of it all. Because
yeah.
who wants to,
Yeah.
you know, have it postponed to another day?
You sure right about that.
Also, in the same token, as far as like being a man's peace, I do respect everything you just stated.
Yeah,
you know, because anybody should want to come home to some understanding,
Yeah.
some type of acknowledgement
Exactly.
that the struggle is real out here in these streets.
Like you know what I've dealt with outside. I mean, because you not only
You know, to a certain degree.
exactly. So everybody go to work. Not only are you being my peace, let's be each other's peace.
Okay, because I'm definitely going to tap into that because the idealistic of being a man's piece, I feel like why not be the person in your life piece?
Period.
It shouldn't be a gender thing.
Nah, it's not
But
a gender role.
seeing that the topic says man,
Yeah.
I'm going to get into that, but I'm
Yeah.
going to reel it in.
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because,
for sure.
again, at the end of the day, coming home from stress to something else stressful is not a healthy thing,
No, it's
period. Because at the end of the day, we all want some type of acknowledgement.
Exactly.
We all want
Exactly.
some type of praise, and
Yeah.
especially from your partner.
Yeah.
You know, because it's you know, people date outside, they race, they date outside their gender,
Yeah.
they date just to date.
Yeah,
Some
you gotta-
things don't need to be connected.
Yeah, you got to
But-
deal with that.
Yes.
You know, let's just be my peace.
Yes, but it's kind of it kind of I ain't gonna say it bothers my spirit, but it's interesting how they want to make it a certain gender thing.
Yeah.
You know, because just like what you want, we require also.
Yeah.
You know, we want the hugs, we want the love, we want the understanding, we want the
The
bath
accolades,
water
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Your back rub,
Yes.
your feet rub,
Yes.
your head massage.
Yes.
Y'all like y'all scalp scratch.
Come on,
I
you
know
know,
it.
at the end of
I
the
know
day,
mine do.
let's not be one-sided, you
Yeah.
know, but it seems like some people, and it's females do it too, it's just the focal point on what you want and not what you can provide for the other.
Exactly. So it's supposed to be, your partner is supposed to be your best friend.
Come on.
Your confidant.
Come on.
Yo, you know, some work, you know, should be spiritual with you too. You know,
Yes.
if you got a strong minded woman behind you, or you know, in your case, a man, you know.
Yes.
So that's just how it's supposed to be. If you ain't gonna be my best friend or my piece, I don't need you around.
And a lot of people connect with people that don't have that understanding.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, let's be realistic. And I mentioned several times in different episodes, it all depends on their upraised, how they were raised, and their environment. Because you can be in the best household, but the environment take you on a different path. Or you can be in a tragic household, and the environment can teach you something about yourself. So I just don't like the one-sidedness of it all, and it's not because of my gender, but because of my gender. You know,
well, you see, in certain situations, I've always seen my mom's be my dad's piece.
Yes.
But on the back end, he was her piece too.
Yes.
You know, they balance each other out. He was the firecracker. She was the water that would calm him down and shit like that. You know, so he don't, you know, when he coming in from work, or if he, you know, even if he just at the house, you want to be, you know, you want your best friend. You don't need somebody
catting all up in your ear.
You know, you dealt with that already.
And it's not just, like I said, it's not just a one-sided thing, because you do have some humbling women in a sense. And the man can just constantly come in the door with the chaos and confusion. And why you didn't cook? Why you didn't do this? Why? But in the same token, want all that accolade and respect.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just giving you somewhat of a female perspective. You give what you get, and you get what you give.
Yeah, I was always taught, respect, you're gonna get respect back in most cases.
In most cases.
Yeah, in most cases.
At the end of the day.
But you know, if you don't have that down female that's gonna be your piece, get rid of her ass.
And that's the key thing. The down person that's gonna be your piece. You know, because at the end of the day, we all want something within value.
Exactly.
You know, and it's
quantity over quality. Quality over quantity. I'm sorry.
Yes.
My bad.
No, you say what you need to say, and if you need to correct it, it ain't your bag. We are human at the end of the day, and I made it be known that we are definitely giving our perspectives.
Exactly.
We are not scholars or anything of that nature, but at the end of the day, we have been in this life long enough to understand and experience some things.
Because it's straight for you.
They come through now. I see what you did there, sir.
You got it.
But at the end of the day, it's like it just was so intriguing how I saw so many men, in a sense, downplay what a woman is not doing, but not really saying what they're not giving.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but
go ahead.
I always try to tell my friends, my lady, anybody that's close to me, focus on what your partner is doing, instead of what they ain't doing. That's I ain't no relationship doctor or no shit like that. Yeah, I just got my stuff together, my relationship. So I had to figure out I wasn't being her piece.
Yes.
In return, she wasn't being my piece.
Giving what you you receiving what you get.
Yeah, you know that old song, "Giving You the Best That I Got."
Yeah,
that's what we on right now.
Yes.
You know, so I don't want to go back to that realm. I want to stay in this realm of her being my piece and me being her piece. And I think it's a beautiful place to be.
I think some of them flaws come into play because a lot of people take the baggage from previous relationships.
Can't do that.
And right, but we're just gonna be realistic about the situation. Definitely. A lot of people take previous relationships and experiences that they had and they incorporate it in the current relationship. Yep. And they can give a minute example of what the other person did, and then they blow it up. Oh, you just like this person.
Yeah.
You just like that person.
And don't compare me to nobody.
And I see the signs, and it can go like a woman bringing it to a man, or a man bringing it to a woman, or in the sense of a woman bringing it to another woman, or a man bringing it to another man.
It's a relationship trip.
It's just a relationship era that we continuously be a part of.
Exactly.
And the thing is, a lot of people need to break that chain.
Yeah.
You know, and I've done it to a certain degree of like comparison. My goal is not to compare, but when you see certain things, you like and you receive it enough, because I used to not do it at all.
Yeah.
But I got to the point when I was in a particular type of relationship, it was being done to me so much that, like, hold on, let me bring up some of the stuff that you look like. You know, you get in that defense mode instead of that understanding mode, but that we are human.
Yeah.
We don't want to be attacked several times over and then expect to just sit there and be quiet.
Well, you know where it comes from, right? Well, you got to break that generational curse. Just because you see your mom and daddy do something don't mean you got to do it.
And it might not be your mom and dad, whoever in your family.
Yeah, whoever whoever in your life,
in your family,
your family. You know, you whatever you now the good shit. Yeah, if you see good shit, do that.
Yes.
But the bad stuff, you don't have to. You know, mock the bad stuff just because you saw your mama bad mouth for your daddy, or you saw your daddy bad mouth for your mama, or putting your hands on your mama, or you saw your cousin doing this, going off with his baby mama. You got to do all that.
Come on.
Peace.
Yes.
Peace. Be still.
Yes.
Be my peace.
Yes.
All that peace.
Yes.
But peace out.
But the thing, peace out. That's a good one. But at the end of the day, you got to be mentally ready to understand that, because a lot of people are not mentally ready to understand, because the example has been so strong and impactful in their life. So I have to, as a person that's still growing and understanding, I have to like put myself back.
Oh God.
Because I'm like, okay, it's something more to you with your behavior. You know, instead of me being on the defense mode, let me be on the offense mode and just really pay attention to why you are going off the deep end. And this is not like a partnership. This is with friendships and everything in life, because a lot of people have trauma. Yeah. A lot of people have trauma
that might not necessarily know about.
Yes. So because I had a situation work-wise that I thought I was doing something, you know, productive by asking them a question, and my question became something triggering. Yeah. And it was so simplistic. And it was something that they did to me that I was like, you get mad over something that you doing to me, and I'm just asking why, or are you okay, or something of that nature.
That's an asshole.
You know, and I had to think about, in a sense, because they gave me a backstory of their life, and their life was very traumatic. Yeah. You know, between abuse and things of that nature. Yeah. So I was like, instead of me getting really pissed off on the level, I'm learning to control my inner.
I'm trying to get there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there too. But that takes time. Yeah, you know, because we so, like I stated earlier, we so like on the defense mode. Like, yo, you attacking me, so let me just go ahead and let you know who the F I am or the fuck I am.
Well, that's our culture. Yeah, that's our heritage. We've always had to do that.
The reason why we had that, not saying that we never had it, but it intensified due to the experiences of our ancestors. Exactly. And we have to protect ourselves in order to get better within ourselves. Because again, every culture has that defense mechanism, but I'm going to highlight who we are, because our experiences due to our ancestors being enslaved and going through traumatic experiences of that nature. So I get it, but it's up to us to change the narratives within our life for our next generation. Exactly. You know, but let's pinpoint that situation. Let's go into our time of Straight For You outside perspectives, where we give one male and one female the opportunity to talk and engage about this particular topic. So let's go into it. I'm gonna let you pick which one you want to hear first, the male or the female.
Let's hear the female. I like hearing from the ladies.
All right, let's get into it. The female for today is Penny A. Yes, honey. Penny A wanted to chime into this topic. So Penny A said women have to understand that men experience the same challenges we do and more. We need to allow them to express their vulnerabilities without judgment. Their peace is also ours. Again, Penny A stated that women have to understand that men experience the same challenges we do and more. We need to allow them to express their vulnerabilities without judgment. Their peace is also our peace. Shout outs to Penny A.
Thank you,
Yes, because
thank you.
that's some realness. That's being real.
That's real.
A lot of people don't put themselves outside themselves.
Exactly.
In a sense where they say put yourself in other people's shoes.
Yeah, you don't. There's no humility left in the world. Well, it's some, but it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's getting
we look down on each other.
thinner and lesser each generation.
Exactly.
But the reason why it's getting thinner and lesser in my perspective in each generation, because the older generation is not wanting to take that time to teach the flaws as well as the positivity, but more so let them know I went through this.
Yeah.
So with me going through this, let you know how it went. And so I can help prevent you from going through this. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's never gonna happen, but at least you got a clue or some type of idea of what to expect and how to react.
And I seen you said that the older generation don't want to teach, but sometimes the newer generation or the younger generation don't want to listen either.
But that's been an ongoing situation throughout time, but it's the point of at least putting it out there.
Yeah.
Put
it out there and hopefully it does something for the person.
Because with my seed, they gonna do what they gonna do.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, my conscience is clean. Because I put it out there. And that's even with my friends or family.
Definitely.
My conscience, I tell them directly, I'd rather my conscience be clean by saying something than not saying something, nothing at all, and then watch you fall when I knew what the solution was. Yeah.
Even if you don't use it, here it is right here.
Yeah. And
just like insurance. You might not need it, but damn it, you may need it one day.
And it comes in handy.
That's it.
Because the Lord knows it's been several situations in my life when insurance kicked in big time.
Praise God.
Due to God doing something, doing His wonders. But at the end of the day, I had protection.
It's all in His will.
And so at the end, when we move in certain aspects in life, we have to consider, like Miss Penny stated, the challenges of that individual.
Exactly.
And we talking about the men, but I also put it in the respect of anybody in your life.
Definitely.
Listen.
That's the key word in any friendship, relationship, partnership. Listening
and comprehend it.
Okay. And understand.
Yes.
Even if you don't understand when they first say it, try to understand.
And if you still can't grasp it, ask
again.
Questions.
Try again.
And if they get irritated, that shows the type of character they is.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Exactly.
Note that shit and understand, like,
trying, at least,
and let them know, just like you just stated.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
And you can see I'm trying.
So you can't fault me.
Yeah. Don't get mad at me because I'm trying to understand you to make you happy.
And you got them raggedy fugazes, in a sense, like, they coming to you. They trying to understand your position, and you still acting stank with them. So at that point in time, why even try?
That'll make somebody back off from.
Yes.
For sure.
And then you get offended because they back off. No. Sit your happy behind down and get an understanding that at least that person tried.
Because everybody ain't the same. Everybody ain't gonna be the same that you dealt with. Don't get mad off a random person off the street that's trying to understand you, or one of your friends, your other friends that pissed you off, and your other friend trying to understand what happened. Don't get mad at them. They ain't done that to you.
But you do. It's like a double-edged sword in a sense. You got the people that really are genuinely trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
But then you got the ones that's just trying to be nosy and chaotic within the situation.
I can't stand on those person.
Like at the end of the day, you know who really cares.
Yeah.
Versus who just
who trying to get information.
Yes, to use either against you or whatever.
Or to throw it back in your face when they need to stank it ass.
You remember when you just went through, and you could be in a happy place.
Or a sad place.
Happy, yep.
Yeah.
And then they just throw that in your face. Like, you remember when you went through that and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but I'm not in it right now, so why are you bringing it up?
Yeah. Don't bring that shit up.
I've had those situations occur in my life where I am in a happy place and they be like, yo, you remember back in the day when you used to go through that? And I'm like,
and
that was...
bring you right back to that place.
Yes, mentally.
Yeah.
And it's up to you as an individual to block that hate.
That negativity, the hatred.
Just because that's where you coming from in a place. And when you see me happy, you want to bring something sad that I experienced back in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
And in relationships, being at peace, people tend to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because they miserable in their life right now. So they want to come into the house when they see you smiling. Man or woman.
Misery loves company. You know that.
And I ain't for the company.
And I ain't no more miserable shit.
You know, and that's where we have situations where a lot of people put people in collectively in the same category. Yeah. It's all men. Yeah. It's all women. It's no all in it. Yeah. You know, because you are experiencing that within your environment. Straight up. You know, so I can't help who you dealing with. Yeah. The same type of women. Yeah. Or the same type of men. Change that environment.
Let me I don't mean to cut you off. I want to say something.
We talking.
Fellas, ladies, stop saying that all women ain't shit or all men ain't shit. It's just the men or the women that you mess with ain't shit. And you need to figure out what's about yourself that keep attracting ain't shit folks. You gotta figure it out.
Say
ain't
again.
Shit folks.
Okay.
And I ain't no philosopher, no preacher, like I said, I just got my shit together.
You giving your perspective.
But
come on.
I'm gonna give it straight to you. Yes. On straight for you.
Yes.
Stop attracting ain't shit folks.
Come on. And that's friendship, relationship.
At the end of the day.
If you want that, be okay with that. That's all I'm saying.
And don't complain about it.
If you want that, be okay with that. Because you do have people that come in your life that, like I said, have trauma. And you try your best as an individual to help them with their trauma.
Exactly, yeah.
But what you not going to do is downplay me for helping you. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And I had to learn it as I got older because I used to take people's problems, make them my problems in order to help them feel better in life.
And what I tell you about that?
Not to do it anymore. You know, at the end of the day. And also too, I had to get an understanding of why not. Because me and my heart and my spirit want the best.
It's just people. The person you are.
Exactly, and I'm not changing who I am, but I'm tweaking who I am.
That's a good word.
I'm tweaking who I am in order to be better for myself.
Making the necessary adjustments.
Yes.
It's like a chiropractor. You got to crack your back.
I was being stressed.
Exactly.
I was feeling pain.
Yeah.
I was being depressed. Yeah. And it wasn't my trauma.
Yeah. You can't. You can be there for them, but you got to let them go through that on their own.
And sometimes they will never figure it out. And that's just fine.
There's some people,
you know. But when you in a toxic relationship, you have to think about self. Yourself and your mental is very important.
You can't love nobody else or be with nobody else until you love yourself.
And that's what I had to grasp. Not saying that I didn't love myself, but I didn't appreciate myself enough.
You put people before you.
Yes.
You come first. Well, God come first. Then you come first.
Come through.
There it is.
God is first. You are second. And then what follows in between, that's the way it flows. You
Let
know,
the chips fall where they may.
yes.
That's it.
Because at the end of the, I have a tendency at the end of the day, but in relation to what we're saying, mental health for yourself is very important.
Yeah.
In the sense of what I mentioned once before, just like you learn when you're in a plane to go ahead and put that air on you first, that mask on you, and then help, no matter who they are, put it on you first, then help the other person.
Because you can't help nobody if you
you can't breathe.
You grasping for air, you can't do that. No,
you know,
you can't do that.
Put that vest on you or whatever you need, and then help that individual. And
make sure you pull it too. Pull that vest first.
And you got those people that don't appreciate the simple fact of you reaching out to help. Yeah. They want to downplay you, like, why you didn't put me first? Because I had to breathe. Yeah. I had to live. Yeah. And in order for you to keep coming to me,
I got that, but I got to get myself in order.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't help nobody until you help yourself. You can't. Ain't no way, shape, or form, or fashion about it. You can't.
And but they want you to do that. You have those relationships. You should put me first. How?
You see what happened to Jaheim ass? He put that woman first. What happened to him?
Tell him. Hey, case in point with Will Smith.
I ain't finna be out here cracking out.
In a sense, no, during that particular situation, he put her first, but in terms, she didn't have his back.
Man. Look at that. He had her back on some bullshit.
And she felt throughout, and it's a flip of the coin. She felt throughout the years that he didn't support her. Yeah. He didn't support her, but at the end of the day, in order to receive something, you got to give something.
Got to.
No matter the circumstances, even though they didn't support you at that particular moment in time, and if that's your partner and the person you say you truly love, definitely. You look past that and got to have their back at the current.
Well, one thing I value in my relationship, hey baby.
You almost made me spit out my juice, but I appreciate that love. Go ahead.
But
shout outs to his baby.
One thing we value in our relationship is that if something is going outside and we're out and something happens, we gonna go to bat for each other right then and there.
Respect.
No matter what. When we get back to the house, if she wrong or I'm wrong, she gonna tell me. Yeah. Well, even when we get in the car, she gonna tell me, baby, you was wrong. You should have done it. Or I'm gonna say to her, baby, you was wrong. Okay, cool. But it ain't right there.
Not in public.
Or it ain't on no damn social media. That's the number one mess up for relationships today.
I'll let you finish, but I want to tap in that social media stance. Social media can be a blessing and a curse. Yeah. Because all that subliminal shit, I'm not saying that we have not done at least one episode in our life, because we are human, but the continuous is for me. Yeah. You make your whole life be about the social media and then want social media counseling. Oh, yeah. Counseling. Yeah. To make sure you get affirmation that you are right, but when you know you're wrong, you ain't telling the complete story. And that's what people don't understand. These people are not telling their side of the story.
They're telling the other person.
Yeah, but they're not telling their side.
All the time.
And I'm developing my life. If I was wrong, I'm going to say I'm wrong. I mean, when we have conversations, I give my stance as well as what I experienced.
Exactly.
So you can get the complete idea of what happened. Because I don't want you on my amen team. Yeah. I want you to make sure I'm right as a friend, or am I wrong?
Yes, man. It's like you don't want no yes man.
Yes.
If you wrong about some shit, I'll tell you.
Because I expect that from you being my friend. Yeah. And I want to give the same aspect. Yeah,
you're supposed to.
Because I know, in a sense, my lead towards my purpose. Yeah. And I don't want certain individuals next to me.
Yeah, that's gonna kiss your ass.
Fake ass hoes. Because that's what a lot of these high-end celebrities or high-end people in life get.
They got a whole bunch of folks out there that don't give a fuck what they doing. They just want them there to, I don't even necessarily want to say validate, but it's just like, you think I should do this? Yeah. They not saying yeah because they really think, they getting paid. They can reap the benefits of what's going on, so they don't give a damn.
But it's more so out of fear that you will cut them off.
Exactly.
You know, but also too, you got those individuals that's in the high stand level, want amens.
Yeah.
If you tell them the truth of the situation, they get mad because they want you to kiss their ass. But
to do that.
In reality, if you keep that train of thought and those type of people in your presence, when you get old, you're gonna be alone. You're gonna be alone because I've seen it.
Well, check this out. Think about it. They're alone now. They're alone already.
Mentally,
that's why they want them weak ass folks around.
Yes.
So they already alone.
But it's gonna get even worse as they get older. Because I've used to work in a nursing home. I've seen
bitterness.
What the elderly life looks like when you do wrong in life towards people. Yeah. You know, I've seen pictures of memories on walls, but nobody comes to visit.
That don't make no damn sense.
And that's reality. And a lot of people need to grasp that in life. You know, you looking at your current and what you may have now that is I'm winning. But if you got a fugazi stank ass attitude while you winning currently, when you get older, nobody ain't gonna be at your funeral. Nobody ain't gonna be checking on you. Nobody ain't gonna give 2, not 3, not 4 damns about you. You know? So be careful what you're doing currently. You can always fix your stance.
Yeah, exactly.
You can always fix it. No matter how old you are, you can strive to be better.
As long as you got breath in your body, you can do something about it. I hate when people say, oh, you stuck in your ways, or I'm stuck in my ways, or they stuck in their ways.
You don't have to be stuck.
No, you don't got to be stuck. I hate that damn word.
Yes.
I ain't stuck in shit.
Thank you.
Nothing.
I am like the plant on this earth. I'm constantly growing. Constantly growing. And I don't want to be stagnant.
Yeah.
Or stuck in any negative situation.
Oh God.
But in the meantime, between time, let's pinpoint this topic because it's now time for our Straight For You Outside highlights with our sponsors. So see you soon. Peace. Welcome back to Straight For You, where we're giving you straightforward dialogue with an open mind. I'm your host, Ms. Black Diamond, along with my intelligent co-host,
Remedy.
Hey, Remedy.
Y'all can catch me on IG.
Yes.
DJ Remedy _7.
Yes, but we're going to talk about that towards the end. Okay. But you letting them know now, and it's okay. Yeah. So he letting y'all know where y'all better look them up.
Yeah, for sure.
Make it happen.
For sure.
But in the meantime, between time, we on part 2 of today's Straight For You topic. It's about being a man's peace. And we chimed in some good information and feelings and of expression towards this topic.
Exactly, yeah.
So in the meantime, between time, let's keep it going, keep it flowing. So, yes, being a man's peace and just being a person's peace in general, because the reason why I chose being a man's peace, because you see so many memes and so many types of conversation of just being just the man's peace, instead of just being a person's peace. Exactly. And that's just not because I'm a female trying to prove something or be something. It's just in general, overall, I'm about that positive energy. And you can have a relationship with it's a man or a woman and a woman, or a man and a man. You know, it's the partnership of it all. You know, and how we discuss how people want to just put everybody in the category.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
It's all men.
Yeah.
It's all women. And it's not all.
All women ain't shit. All men ain't shit.
Yes. And it makes me feel like you have gotten to the level of complete bitterness.
Yeah, the highest point.
You know, because when people say
like
of
you gave
all,
up.
yes, like you gave up on the stance. I ain't gonna say it's not a majority.
Mm-hmm.
The majority, of course, outrules the minority.
Yeah, definitely.
But there still are genuinely good people out here in this world, and they deserve respect.
And you don't got to go looking for them; they're gonna find you.
That's if you in the right place.
In the right headset. Yeah.
Like you said, mindset, as well as environment.
Exactly.
If you go into the same fugazi environment looking for a diamond in amongst all this bitterness,
stop going to South Dallas and try to find something.
Shut up!
Take your ass out to the colony or something.
Oh my gosh! And even if you take yourself out there, there's some fugazi over there.
For sure.
You know, it don't. The environment, you can be in a rough environment and find a treasure. Exactly. You can be in a what considered a diamond environment and be seeing something fugazi out of this world. But it's all about the personalities of the individuals that you attract.
Stop talking about your job and then looking for a husband at work or a wife at work. If your job ain't shit, they ain't gonna be shit. No,
I get what you're saying though, but it's all. If you don't have conversation, a lot of people are lustful. We all move around with lust. You know, and not really taking the time to really understand the person you dealing with. I was blessed to when I created my child, I had conversation with the individual. It wasn't an accident. You know, a lot of people be in the moment and be like, oh, what happened? No, what happened is you got with a low down person and y'all created a life that now you stuck with this low down person.
He wasn't shit when you got with him.
And vice versa, she wasn't shit either.
And the baby ain't gonna keep no man that want to be kept, that don't want to be kept.
Yes.
Or a woman either.
Yes, and a lot of people are like stuck in that mentality. Like I said, and like you stated, also it's a chain. It's a chain that needs to be broken.
It's a generational curse.
Yes, and society isn't making it better.
Exactly.
You know, they highlight the negative shit, but downplay the positive.
Always. Like these weak ass rap lyrics. Shit trash.
Yes.
But we don't want to hear the good shit. We don't want to hear the good music.
Yes.
You want to hear this. You want to hear that shit.
But isn't it kind of funny? We say that we don't want trauma or drama in our life, but we entertain it.
Yeah.
We entertain it, and that's being honest. You know, not saying I haven't done it. You know, and laughed about some things.
Well, you know, we need a little drama, a little entertainment in our life.
I get it, but I'm talking about really the traumatic portions.
Yeah, definitely.
You know. Yeah. You state that you don't want that in your life, but you seek it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we have some friends and some people, family in our life that seek it, but don't want it in their stance. When they receive it, they want to play victim.
Yeah, definitely.
But they not, in a sense, saying what they're doing to these individuals that make them react the way they react to them.
Exactly. It's like biting a dog and then expect the dog not to bite your ass back. It ain't gonna work like that. Bite me, I'm gonna bite your ass back.
But you quick with it. But you got those people that are settled. Yeah. They take it and they take it and they take it. By the time they snap, the receiver's feelings are extremely hurt. Why can you do this to me?
Can I say something to the people?
Say something to the people.
Stop doing that.
Come on now.
When people say something to you, get right back on them right then and there. Yes. Don't let that shit build up. Because what it's going to do is going to pop like a pimple. Anybody that get pimples, pops, whatever, once it comes to a head, it's going to pop. Don't let it get to that point.
Yes. And that's, I admit to that, you know, because in my previous years, again, with me growing, I kept it in. Yeah. But my release, and I've said it on my live, my release was my tears.
Yeah.
You know.
That helps too.
If it wasn't for my tears, I probably would not be an approachable person.
Exactly.
I would not be a kind person.
You gotta let it go somehow.
You know, I had to let my tears cleanse my spirit.
Definitely. You got to.
You know, because now I'm more vocal. I'm not disrespectful, but I give my stance on. I'm not going to tolerate.
Direct is a word.
I am more direct on my stance on how I feel, and I let the people or person know, like, hey, yo, you may not like what I have to say, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it in a respectful, understanding way to the best of my abilities.
And demanding your respect when you do it.
Exactly.
You gon' respect me.
Exactly.
You gon' respect me.
And if you don't respect me, that means I don't have to really keep dealing with you. At the end of the day, because even though you demand respect, not everybody's gonna give you respect, and that's okay.
And they go for family, friends, people that you don't know. I can love you from a distance.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, and that's true. I truly love you, but I'm giving space. Yeah. And I'm currently doing that with some individuals that's in my life, within my family or what so forth. If you need space, I will give you your space. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I hate you or dislike you. But seeing that when I've done that thus far, I have so much peace in my life.
Even though I may miss the hell out you.
Oh, yes. Yes, the missing is there, the love is there, the understanding is there, but the trauma and the drama isn't. You know what I'm saying?
If you truly love somebody, your family, friend, partner, whatever, that love don't ever go away.
It don't. Yeah. It don't. And I love you enough to let you go. I love you enough to make you happy. I may check on you, and that's because I miss you. Yeah. But at the end of the day, all that extra BS you was giving me throughout time, it has come to a head.
Yeah. Pop.
Yes. It has come to a head, and I understand you and I aren't on that level.
No more.
You know. It might happen later on.
If you get your never shit
know.
Together.
You never know. It may rekindle, or if it doesn't, so forth, so on. Let's move on.
Usually, I don't go backwards. I go forward.
It depends on
the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. But I get your stance.
I get what I'm just saying.
I get your stance because a lot of people don't understand at that period in time. But they might understand later on in life. And they might be like, yo, it might be too late, but it might not. It all depends on the individual and their growth and their stance.
Yeah, exactly.
So I never say never anymore because life has thrown so many curveballs. It's ridiculous. Yeah. You know, I used to say I'd never be that person. I never go off the deep end. I don't understand why they snap. I don't understand.
I said some stuff like that too. But look at me.
then the reality set in that you get put in a situation that you do snap. That you do act beyond your character.
Exactly.
And then when that happens, if you're a realist, you'll be like, damn, I get it. You know. You remember those old shows, Snapped and all this other stuff?
First 48.
Yes, and you be looking at them like, that couldn't be me. Yep, that couldn't be me.
How to kill my husband, how to kill my wife.
Yeah, that couldn't be, I ain't killed nobody. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some people will try to push you to that.
Yes, and you do get that button of like, all right now, but at the end of the day, all right now, but you have to have some strength within yourself to not snap.
Self-control.
You know.
Don't let nobody take you out the deep end.
Yes. And that's hard. It's not an easy task. Yeah, and that's what we trying to install in the youth as well as the current, as well as the old generation.
Yeah, because you can teach your old dog new tricks.
You can. You can. Shut up. Not the bark. It's the bark for me. But at the end of the day, let's go into this straight for you outside perspective where we give one female and one male the opportunity to talk about this topic. Okay. So we end up having a female give her perspective, which she pretty much was letting the women and the people know, like, hey, men have challenges too, you know, and have vulnerabilities that we need to understand. Yeah. And I respect that. I definitely do, because we don't give men enough credit with their vulnerabilities and their stance, and we want them to be hard all the time. all the time. Y'all don't have the opportunity to open up. And when you open up, you be downplayed.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not right. That's not right. But that's what Miss Penny A was talking about, our female perspective.
Appreciate you, Miss Penny.
Yes, let's get into this male perspective. Our male for today is Robert T. Shout outs to Robert T. Yes. So Robert T stated, a woman can only be a man's piece when she understands how his energy moves.
Ooh.
His strengths, weaknesses, how to complement and comfort through all his challenges. Knowing how to criticize and judge when necessary.
Ooh.
So again, Mr. Robert T stated, a woman can only be a man's piece when she understands how his energy moves, his strengths, weaknesses, how to complement and comfort through all his challenges, knowing how to criticize and judge when necessary. Shout out to Robert T.
That brother said a mouthful on that one.
And that's facts. You know, we don't give enough understanding.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna give my perspective as a female, as a black female. We do have the tendency to be hard on our men because we expect the strength.
Exactly.
We expect the leadership. We expect the understanding throughout anything, you know, what a man's supposed to be, instead of looking at it in a human stance.
Exactly, yeah.
Everybody's
human, yeah.
At the end of the day, y'all have vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
Y'all have weaknesses. Y'all have insecurities. Yeah. And I must admit, observing thus far from my younger years to my current, that I feel is slightly getting better. Because people are understanding communication is important.
That's the number. If you don't have communication, it ain't gonna work.
But you still have the weaknesses within the society of still trying to control the narrative of division. Yeah. You know.
Definitely.
You don't need your man don't really need your woman.
Yeah, like all those shows you watch and stuff like that. You know, everything is so divided.
Yes.
I don't want to, tap in on too much stuff, but
tap in what you want to tap in.
Love and hip hop.
Yeah.
Number one source. Ain't no love on that goddamn show.
Yeah.
And ain't none of them motherfuckers in hip hop either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you just you see the division between partners. It's just I guess I would say a diversion of how it's supposed to be.
It definitely highlights division, but also too culture-wise, it makes us look like we don't get along.
Exactly.
Let the rubber meet the road.
Yeah.
It brings light to other cultures that we, as a culture,
we don't get along.
We don't get along.
Ain't no love.
We just all about that drama. We all about that flossing. We all about not being really productive within ourselves. We just about self.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Whether it be as a partnership or a marriage, we are just about self.
Yeah.
We're always cheating.
Yeah.
We're always disrespectful. We don't give not 2, 3, 4, 5 damns about our fuss about anything.
It's the woman disrespecting the man, and it's the man disrespecting the woman.
Extremely, and it's disheartening. And majority of society feels that we lack knowledge.
So now let's change the narrative. Let's change the narrative on that. We got to change the narrative.
We can change. That's what this platform is for. The creation of this platform is to have more discussion.
Exactly.
To get outside perspectives. To give our perspectives. Like, again, at the end of the day, we're not experts, but we are knowledgeable with the things we see. And that's why I depend on you as the viewers to leave comments to give your experience, because what you experience, somebody else may have.
Hold on. Like, subscribe, then leave your comment.
Thank you. And hit that notification bell.
That's what I'm talking about.
And share.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because I am definitely trying to erase. what I'm definitely doing
there we go.
Creating platforms to enlighten.
Yeah.
You know, and not just help myself, but help the people that's on my platform, you know, and beyond that, you know, because my goal is to leave a legacy. I'm not going to be here forever.
Nope.
So with that being said, I want to create a strong foundation for my seed, her seeds, and so forth and so on, and not just in my family, the people that's connected to me and their family in that aspect.
It ain't all about the money, y'all. When we hear generational wealth, we think about money. We go straight to money. We talk about legacy. We talk about what your names bring to the table. We talking about how people feel about when they hear about your name. We talk about all that. It's not just about money all the time.
That's part of the legacy.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to have finance in order to maintain.
Yeah, definitely.
But that mental is more important. Mental is number one.
Yeah.
Finance is number two, and it goes down the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Because if you build strong minds, that finance is going to come automatically.
Money going to come anyway.
You know, because you are not falling for the fugaziness of it all. You actually are leaving something of substance.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's why they make the comment, in a sense, you can put money in a book and a person would never know it's there.
Nope.
You know, because they so busy on trying to do other things, and I have to incorporate that in my life and my spirit too, to gain more knowledge and understanding. Again, at the end of the day. And going back to Robert T. and his stance, you know, that's part of it. You got a whole man saying, in a sense, to value a man. You know, they have weaknesses. Yeah. You know, men break down too. They might look strong, but mentally they go through certain things in life that makes them weak.
Can I tap in on that? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Let me tap in on that though. So, only situations I can speak about is my own relationship.
Respect.
So, my lady allows me to be human. One of the things that I love about her is that she allows me to be human. I got to say that over again because, like Miss Black Diamond said, we got to be so hard, you know, to the point where we can't cry. We can't go through nothing.
Yes.
We can't have a bad day.
Yes.
You can't, you know, everything is just can't. There's been some times where I've been down about my dad not being here on this earth anymore. And I break down and, you know, my girl just, she grabbed me and she already know what I'm going through. So, ladies, allow your man to go through that. Allow, you know, if he's, you know, people think that grieving always has to have something to do with death.
It doesn't.
You can grieve just by having a situation go on in your day.
Yes. It can be financial grief. It can be a friend grief. It can be it can be just an internal grief.
Yeah. Let that. I ain't saying just male to female, female to male. Let anybody let your partner grieve when they go.
But in reality, we as females receive it more.
Exactly.
We get the opportunity to express our feelings a little bit better than a man.
Exactly.
And it's not fair. That's why I'm saying that, in a sense, of course, we're not looking for a continuous crybaby.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's got to be a level of understanding that this person is a human being and going through some physical problems, and they entrusted you as a partner to understand that and respect that and love them for that. Don't judge them for the simple fact of weakness in front of you. Yeah. And you're their partner. Yeah. That to me, for me as a female, is a gift that you gave to me, that you trust me enough to show me your emotions that nobody else gets to see.
Exactly.
And then you got these women like, yo, show me why you don't express it to me, why you just and then when he do it, you beat him down. Yeah. Like let's be real.
Going on with all that bullshit, that crying shit. Nobody wanna hear that shit.
But you ask for him to be vulnerable around you, not around the crowd, around you.
And then when you go looking for it from somewhere else, now you're mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the realest and straight for you. Hey, this what this platform is about. And me being a female, I'ma speak my version of what I feel to be true.
On your platform.
You know, if you don't like it, leave a comment.
Don't shoot the messenger.
And give the reasons why you don't like
Yeah.
it. You know, because at the end of the day, truth is truth. Wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, how you going to acquire somebody to be vulnerable and then shoot them down for being it?
Yeah. That don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. It ain't gonna never make sense.
And a lot of females have done that to the men.
Yeah.
And then they feel like they can never. It be done so many times.
Yeah.
I can understand why when they finally get a genuine one,
Yeah.
they don't know how to react.
And that was me. That was me.
They don't know how to react because they engage with so many fugazi females that broke them, they spirit down that they don't even trust. And vice versa. You have these women that give their complete to be broken down so many times. When they finally get a real man that comes to them, it's so difficult for them to love.
Yeah.
And it's like, what can you do?
Ooh, shit, Miss A. Ooh, Miss Black Diamond. You said some shit.
Yeah,
today.
because I said this on a previous episode. It's like you see a circle.
Yeah.
Again, you see a circle, and you see a man that's a good man get with a bad female and become bad. And then you got a good female that get with a bad man and become bad. And it's just a circle.
A circle of life.
And then you got the people that's in the middle.
Yep.
Wanting to jump in somewhere. Genuine about theirs.
Exactly, yeah.
But don't want to get involved into that circle of drama.
That bullshit.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and say it. That's it.
And I ain't tooting my horn. I'm in that fucking circle. And I'm like, I am fearful of just even trying to give it a try, but I am human and require certain things in my life.
Praise God.
You know, at the end of the day, I require certain things in my life, but I am blessed to have more understanding.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to finally create boundaries with my understanding.
Exactly.
And it's not that I'm hating or dislike or anything. I can never, in a sense, truly hate a man. I can dislike. Yeah. You hear me? Dislike the stance on what they're doing.
Hate is a strong word.
Hate is, and I have to correct myself because even when I drive, like hate is strong. I dislike. In order for me to really say I hate you, when it comes out of my mouth, I hate you, I want it to be real.
Yeah, you done did some shit then, because she don't hate nobody.
I want it to be absolute real, that people will understand when I say I hate that person, I hate that person. Yeah. Don't mention them to me. Yeah. Don't bring them around me. I don't want to be in not even a block near them.
See, that mean it's like some on-site shit, like on-site.
Yes.
Or that on-site.
Yes, because it's rare that I will hate someone.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta really be on a higher end level for me to hate you.
Yeah, you said that.
But at the end of the day, dislike gives me an opportunity to figure you out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gives me an opportunity to respect your stance and move forward from that.
But let me ask you something. If you dislike a person, can you come back from liking them again?
That's why I gave them the dislike.
That's why you gave that extra lead.
Yeah, because that DIS dash like.
Yeah.
It's a possibility you can get rid of that dis.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go back to liking you.
But you forgive. Never forget.
I ain't gonna forget.
Okay, there you go.
It's in this Rolodex. Trust and believe that.
Yeah.
And if you can do it continuously, it's gonna have to be a high end for me to hate you. But I will put you in a distance.
That sounds like a lot of work, dude.
Because that's where the dis come in. Mm-hmm. And distance.
But I feel like, knowing you, if somebody get on that dis side, they ain't coming back.
If they go to the dis, Because dislike together gives you an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's that in between.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to take away that like, that's when that distance kick in, and I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, well, if you get on her dislike side, that means you probably ain't shit no way. I mean, that's another that's another conversation for another day.
But I appreciate that. But in the meantime, between time, hey, we had talked for an hour. Yes, it's about that time we get into our closing. But before we close, we always give a straight for you positive quote. Okay.
Okay.
So our positive quote for today is, it's gonna be a little bit long. If you were judged, choose understanding. If you were rejected, choose acceptance.
Ooh.
If you were shamed, choose compassion. Be the person you needed when you were hurting, not the person who hurt you. Vow to be better than what you broke. Vow to be better than what broke you. To heal instead of becoming bitter, so you can act from your heart, not your pain.
Yeah.
Again, the positive quote for today, and it's a lengthy one. If you were judged, choose understanding. If you were rejected, choose acceptance. If you were shamed, choose compassion. Be the person you needed when you were hurting, not the person who hurt you.
Exactly.
Vow to be better than what broke you. To heal instead of becoming bitter, so you can act from your heart, not your pain. So that's our outside perspective.
She stole that quote from me, y'all.
Positive quote. I meant to say not perspective. Our positive quote. Hey, if you want to claim. But at the end of the day, that's very good to be better. Bottom line, be better than the next.
Exactly.
Be better than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Be better than you are an hour ago.
Change your own narrative.
Yes. And that's the great part about being a human being.
Yeah.
You have options.
Yeah.
Now, what you do with your options is totally up to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, let the people know where they can find you, sir.
You can find me on IG.
Okay.
At DJ Remedy _7.
Hey.
You can find me on Twitter. Same thing.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook. AD Dorsey. For all your DJ needs. I appreciate you, Miss Black Diamond.
No problem. I love for my co-hosts to let the people know what they can expect from you, how they can find you, and what your purpose and achievements are. So, yes.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. We got to pour into you, too, as well, though. Where can they find you at?
Well, y'all can find me here, of course, and of course my new co-host. Hey, you can find him here also. You can also find me on Instagram under Ms. MZ _Black Diamond. You can find me on TikTok under Ms. MZ _Black Diamond. And also, too, follow us on Facebook, which is Straight For You Podcast, okay? The name itself, Straight For You Podcast. Most likely, I'll be in your DM saying, hey, subscribe.
Comment, and subscribe.
Comment, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can keep up with us. And also share. And please, I ask you guys to go ahead and leave some comments, because I love the engagement of it all. Yeah. And also, too, you can also log into my website, which is a1perfectentertain.com. And if you want to leave a contribution, which is welcome, because again, we need to pay the bills, go into that website, and on the homepage, it has a contribution link. It's through PayPal, so closed mouth don't get fed. So at the end of the day, if you want to leave a contribution, whether it be $1, $5, or whatever you feel comfortable with, go to the website. And I also leave everything, even his information that he just stated, in the description box below. Definitely. So all you have to do is click the link. It's just that easy.
Can you show them how you hit that dot before you hit said com? Can you do that? What? This? There it go. Oh, there it go.
This right here, make sure you hit it.
Hit that dot.
At the end of the day. And I appreciate you. Thank you again, Remedy. Yes.
Appreciate you for having me.
Oh, I appreciate you, honey, like truly. In the meantime, between time, thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. Peace.
On God.
Hey.